$2.50. These $5. Wow, weird. Oh, these have no GMOs. Wow, these have GMOs. That's weird. These are the healthier choice and won't kill me. But I'm gonna go with these because they're way cheaper and I don't have a lot of money to spend on groceries.
The controversy with the use of GMOs in today's society is increasingly prevalent because of just like our typical walk down the Mariano's aisle that we're doing right now. You see many products that are marked GMOs, not GMOs, and the products that don't have GMOs are clearly stated that they don't, so people buy them. Over here we have different prices. There's chips up there that are organic and say non-GMOs, and those are $4.29. And then down here there's doesn't say anything about it, and it's $2.79. Now that we're aware of the GMO controversy in our grocery stores just by walking down the aisle and seeing that many other things have the label non-GMOs, we're gonna walk around and we're gonna ask people that we know, that we're around all the time, and see how much that they know about GMOs or if they should eat them or not. And it'll tell us that if they don't really know a lot about it, then we probably need labels to tell if there are GMOs, because it's very dangerous for you and people should definitely be aware.
What do you know about GMOs?
They're genetically modified organisms that like you can create, like take like, I don't know, like their genes or something and create it. I don't know.
What is it that you're creating?
An organism?
For what?
I don't know, just an
Do you
animal.
believe that GMOs are good or bad for you?
I think that they're mainly bad, but I think there could be some good things to them.
Do you know why they could be bad for you?
Well, since you're like creating it and like modifying something like from its original form, I feel like that could harm it in some way.
Recently, have you seen an increase in non-GMO labels on food?
Yeah, recently I've seen it more when I go to like the grocery store.
What do you know about GMOs?
That it's all in processed foods and it's basically chemicals added to your foods which are bad for your body because it's not natural and shouldn't be in your foods.
Do you know what GMO stands for?
What do you know about genetically modified organisms?
They're like food steroids, basically. You know, they're genetically modified.
How?
How? They kind of just pick what they want to put inside of each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
GMOs are genetically modified organisms, and I know one company in particular that, called Monsanto, that owns a bunch of patents on these genetically modified organisms, such as like corn and other vegetables, and they're actually starting to try to genetically modify meats and like seafood, so like animals, which is not good. One of their main genetically modified organisms is corn, because corn is in virtually like any product that you eat has some type of corn product or byproduct, which is not good because people do not know how GMOs affect the body, and we aren't informed on the harmful effects that it can cause on humans.
Are there any known effects of GMOs?
Well, recent studies, there has been signs of infertility in men and women, so it'd be harder for people to get pregnant. It destroys people's digestive systems and immune systems, and that's about it. There was a bunch of other random stuff, like it puts holes in like your pancreatic or something, or pancreas.
That people should know what's in their food?
Personally, I do, because if the food that we're eating is harmful to us, maybe people will spend the extra money and invest in foods that won't destroy their immune system or whatever this food does to you, and people will be more cautious with what they eat, and won't just be buying things off of price.
Why do you believe that they started making and using genetically modified organisms?
Well, some of the reasons are you can get more yield out of like every acre of farmland that you have. So say you have 1 acre of just corn and you get 100, not 100, maybe like 1 ton of corn. With not GMOs, you can get maybe 2 tons, did I say? Tons, 2 tons of corn with GMOs, and this you have more yield, so you make more money. It's basically about money, and like the growing population in the world, like without GMOs, we won't be able to supply food for everyone.
Do you know what the abbreviation GMOs stand for?
Genetically modified organism.
And do you know what this means?
That they're genetically modified organisms. You know, GMOs are good because they reduce greenhouse emissions as they require less tillage or plowing, thus less use of fossil fuels.
Have you seen an increase in people talking about GMOs?
I have actually, when I was watching the news, and on packages in Target it says no GMOs, and I'm like, huh.
Do you believe that GMOs are good or bad for you?
I say good,
And why do you believe that they're good?
because they produce more and makes it bigger, like steroids.
Do you believe that we have the right to know what's in our food?
Yes,
And why do you think that we should?
because I don't want to like not know what I'm eating. That's gross. I could be eating chewy.
Do you try to avoid foods that have GMO products?
I do, because GMO isn't necessarily good for you,
And why do you believe that?
because it's not 100% natural like I like it.
Do you know of the harmful effects that come with eating
I
GMO
do.
products? And what would that be?
Death, cancer. They're not releasing information because they know that death and cancer is the result of GMOs.